This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by the Dream, Devin Haney, here in Miami. Take two. Devin, I apologise, there's a little issue with the sound when I was just watching you back there, but I appreciate you hanging around. It does mean a lot. But Devin, obviously, first and foremost, how are you doing and how's the hip injury healing up?
Well, I'm doing great. My injury, is coming along good now. It's healing. I just started physical therapy, so I'm closer and closer to being back in the ring soon.
How frustrating is that for you to start off your 2020 knowing you have the injury which will keep you out for probably 5 or 6 more months?
It was frustrating at first, but now I'm looking on the bright side. I never took a break from boxing in my life, so this is my first break. It finally gave my body time to recover and me to rest. And now, I developed. Now that I miss boxing, I miss training, I miss being in the gym. So it's gonna make it for when I do come back, I'm gonna be 100% motivated and 100% ready for whatever.
How important can that time off be though, especially when you consider you're so young? A lot of fighters, despite the fact you are a world champion, when you are so young, a lot of fighters can look to fight as often as they can and be as active as they can. So for yourself, how important has a bit of time off been?
Yeah, I fought more than pretty much any fighter today. Any fighter at the top. I've been more busier than all of them. So it actually paid off. Because me being so busy earlier in my career, made it to where I can rest at this time.
Obviously, unfortunately, your injury means that Luke Campbell and Campbell-Fortuna will fight for the full version of your WBC world title, and once you're back, you'll be able to face the winner immediately. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't really understand that situation too well, but when I came back, I was willing to clean out the division, no matter who it was. So it doesn't matter who has the titles, who has the belts. When I come back, I'm ready for whoever.
Obviously, when the WBC made that announcement, what was your initial reaction to it? What did the WBC or Maurizio Sullivan say to you?
I read about it online. I didn't. Nobody ever told me anything. I read about it online. That was really. I got the news when everybody else got the news. It was the day after surgery when I read about it. But I didn't really understand it. But I talked to Mauricio, and when I come back, I'll be champion again. So that's all that matters.
How does it change your plans for 2020? Obviously, I know you want to look towards bigger fights and unifying, but you have to go into fight for your title once again. How does it change your plans for 2020 when you are back?
Well, that's just one title. There's other belts in the division, and I want to make the biggest fights happen. I don't have to go right back and fight for that title. I could fight for another world title or the biggest fights. Of course the belts are important. I became world champion. That was an important thing. That was very important to me. But now I want to make the biggest fights happen.
How do you see 2020 playing out for yourself when you are back from your injury?
In 2020, I'm looking to get right back into it. First I'll really have to see how my shoulder is holding up and how everything is going. But in 2020, I want to make, I want to have 2 to 3 big fights.
Obviously, we're here in Miami as well. I just want to get your thoughts on this fight card. Tevin Farmer versus Joseph Diaz has been billed as kind of a 50-50 in some cases. What are your thoughts on it?
I think that it's just that, that fight is a really good fight. Of course I'm going with my boy Tevin. He's a good friend of mine. But that fight is a grudge match. Both of those guys are going to bring it, and that's a fight that I'm interested in the most.
And Demetrius Andrade, I know that he's got this Luke Keeler fight, but there's a lot of talk about what's next for him. His name's been linked with Canelo. Say if Demetrius was successful on Thursday night, how would he fare against Canelo in your opinion?
I think he'll do very good against Canelo. I think he has a style tailor-made to beat Canelo. Not saying that he will, not saying that he won't, but he has a style to give him a lot of trouble. He showed that he has trouble with southpaw, who can box, and which he's both of those. So, but we'll have to see. Styles make fights. We'll have to see.
Another fighter who you all know and who you shared a card with last time, Billy Joe Saunders, he's also been linked with Demetrius Andrade. How do you think that fight would play out?
Very good fight as well. Billy Joe is a really good boxer. I like him as well. In the middleweight division, like I just was saying, any one of those guys could beat each other, on any given night. So I'm here for it.
And a fight on this card as well, which has divided opinion amongst the boxing hardcore, is the YouTube fight between Jake Paul and Paul-Gib. What's your thoughts on this crossover and seeing YouTubers enter the boxing ring?
You know, I feel like it's good for boxing. A lot of people they don't like it, but you know, it's new fans, and these guys are trying to actually make a career out of it. You know, they're professional boxers, and yeah, they have a big following. So you know, I'm not gonna say I'm sit here and say that I'm just fans of them or anything like that, but you know, they're boxers just like anyone else.
You fought obviously on the last YouTube headline card between KSI and Logan Paul. Did you feel that you could reap the benefits of it? Did you see any new fans kind of start following your journey or anything?
Yeah, I gained a lot of new fans. I gained like 50,000 followers like the night of the fight or something like that. So I gained a lot from it.
Before I do let you go, I just want to get your thoughts as well. We're about a month away from Wilder Fury 2. What are your thoughts on it, Devin?
I think that's a good fight. The first fight, you know, I don't think that Wilder was prepared for the type of style that Fury had. He knew he was very awkward. But I think the second fight he'll be prepared, and he should get the win.
And final word to yourself, what would you like to say to everybody ahead of your 2020?
You know, thank you to everybody who's been supporting me. You know, through my injury. You know, I look to be back in the ring. You know, June, late June, early July, and you know, I'm looking forward to put on another great performance. Thank you guys.
Devin, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you hanging around once again a lot. So thank you and best of luck for 2020. Catch up with you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.